congratulations to all the Raptors fans within the sound of my voice. I don't know how many of you there are here domestically in the U.S. If you're catching us in any way, shape, or form up there in the great city of Toronto, the mosaic that is the Raptors fan base in that beautiful city, congratulations. Not a single soul that I know of, when the Raptors fired Dwayne Casey and Casey won Coach of the Year, right? One of the few coaches, I think George Karl was the last coach to be fired and then be Coach of the Year about 2 decades prior to the Raptors doing that. And not a single soul thought that that maneuver would in any way, shape, or form be part of, in any way, shape, or form, an NBA Finals run. Now, Dwayne Casey could have done what he did by getting Kawhi Leonard as well. This is not really anything to be said that could be construed as negative towards Dwayne Casey. But I don't think anybody thought that the Raptors would be hosting Game 1 of the NBA Finals if I had told you that the day that they fired Dwayne Casey and then Casey won Coach of the Year. But the maneuvers that Masai Ujiri, the general manager, made in rolling the dice and sending their best player ever, their most decorated player ever, the player with most of their records ever, and DeMar DeRozan, sent him to San Antonio to go get a guy that had every last man, woman, and child on the outside looking in the NBA, thinking, if he can't play for Greg Popovich, how in the world is Kawhi Leonard going to be playing north of the border in a freezing cold environment for much of the NBA 2018-19 playing season when he wants to go to Los Angeles and come back to a spot that he holds near and dear? So, I mean, you can't get much further geographically and climate-wise from Los Angeles than Toronto, certainly in the NBA. Roll that dice. Sign Marc Gasol. How good was he in this series?
Especially from outside.
How good was he? All over the map. So many crucial offensive rebounds.
That's what he does.
Kyle Lowry playing much better. Fred VanVleet, everybody.
Needs to have more kids. Do you have any kids on the way during the NBA Finals?
Ever since he had that kid, he said that was his inspiration to start balling out.
He seems like he hasn't missed.
And a team that hadn't lost more than 2 games in a row had back-to-back 2-game losing streaks. They lost 4 in a row and see ya. Out.
Didn't see that coming.
Gone. Bucks finished. They put up the Giannis wall. Siakam and the rest of those guys playing defense. And Kawhi Leonard is as good as they come. Kawhi Leonard is as good as they come in the NBA. He does it all. He does it all. Both ends of the floor, mid-range jumpers, moves in the paint, getting to the hole, shooting threes when he needs to. I mean, he does it absolutely all. And now here comes the guy that the Warriors know is a total handful. Oh, and by the way, is Kawhi getting the bounce every single time in Toronto now off the rim? A couple times. There was one three-pointer late in Game 6 that he jarred, I think, to put him up 5. He didn't jar it. Actually, it hit the rim, and then instead of bouncing up against the backboard in the same direction as the shot, it hit some sort of English and popped straight up off the top of the backboard and in. It's all working right now for him. And the Warriors know he's a handful. He could pretty much cover every single person there, certainly if Durant's off the floor. I'd put him on Draymond, see how it goes, right? Would you do that?
Put him on Draymond and see what happens.
What do you think?
Yeah, especially how good Draymond played in the last series.
Or Siakam goes on Draymond?
Their MVP.
Is that what you do? And then you put him on Clay? You put him on Clay? What do you do?
I don't know.
Because you have a defensive player of the year piece to move around if you're Nick Nurse.
Yes.
How do you deploy him? And on who? You put him on Clay and erase him?
The other thing, though, is who does Gasol guard? Because if the Warriors go to that quick, fast, three-point shooting lineup,
right,
suddenly he's sucked out of the paint.
The way the Raptors finished makes me think that this could be a series. I still think the Warriors win it all. And then the echo chamber that's going to hit. It already has. I mean, Durant spoke over the weekend for the first time saying that that the Warriors are not a better team without him. Could you believe that he has to say something like that or feel compelled to say something like that?
I can believe that, yeah.
Of course the Warriors are not a better team without him. Of course he makes the Warriors a better team. He makes any team he's on a better team. Question is, do the Warriors need him to beat the Raptors? I say they definitely do. But I think we're going to see that concept put to the test, that he's not going to answer the bell for game one up there in Toronto. Yeah, they got to go to Toronto.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.